I just dug my own grave in this way. Shading my past from credit. Please don't ask if you sign it. They can't put rappers in the ground. The only time you use a pen, right? Hey, blessings still coming from top down. You wanna rock with your top down? How much my price is still out there? Praise all my masters. Head of the class, head of the pack, heavily back, better than master to be mastered by paying cash. Anything you attach to the heavy bag. Better that if it's tattoo, it's really bad. I can never go the ways of the masses. Never couldn't be a slave to the lashes. Rather die than a life to the ass. Gotta keep James in the game for the cash. Take all my blessings up, but it is someone else. I got more coming, my shortcomings. The cover only, but the one I got it is my committed. You can help, keep on praying to the universe now, whatever helps. You might assume that you know all my views, cause you watch something on YouTube. And so you contemplate in the wisdom of the age and the kid of the conclusion. You need to look at the Leviathan. They going out of place, thinking on me, who I don't want to hear you play around, I'm a styling. You see me song with my daddy and I'm styling. The son of man takes fishing, I cast aside my ambition, and now we're real in the mission. Convert the way to a vision. I come a product of the sin of every God, but yeah, wisdom is circulating as if they hold me. Head of the class, head of the pack, head of the rap, better than master to be mastered by paying cash. Anything you attach to the heavy bag. Better that it was tattooed, it's really bad. I could never go the ways of the masses. Hey, couldn't be a slave to the lashes. Rather die than a life of the average. Gotta keep James in the game for the cats. The body bags in here right there. Here's some K flowers. Dropping on the casket. Saying farewells. Kissing goodbye.
His dad's a noble. You can't. You literally can't
yeah. Look, I was in one of them classes, young and making it happen. So from Manhattan, that echo shit, like this music, I swear that I did it in fashion. Don't gotta rush, I was in this, and you know that I'm really about action. Can't believe that they counted me out. We did it up numbers just like I knew it would happen. Don't gotta count it.
Yeah, that was the reconciliation.
Hey, yeah, run out, pull up to the studio right at the church. Feeling inspired to pull out a verse. Feel the bass bumping, whole crew jumping. Carry that tempo, I don't need a purse. With my community, dig on my back. Devil in trouble when he on my turf. Firm foundation, right on my shirt. Firm foundation, we got it firm. Thank you, Jesus. I love my life. Thank you, Jesus. I got my wife. They be like, how did you find you a keeper? I had it locked in a pay for price. I know some brothers who say that they want it, but don't want to listen to any advice. Then I got brothers who got them a blessing. Amazing when you go and follow the light. No be intent with my future 11. I don't want the riches. I just want my heaven. I turn up, I get it. That's like when my brother, we take out the demon. We in the session. Live in the spirit. I don't need the reds. My walk is authentic. The proof in the reds. Y'all talking too much. You be chapping your legs. You try to let go of the wheel. Music be traveling, but I be loco. Body go crazy as taco loco. All of my life I've been giving them bars. They left in the kid. Now they left in the palm. They say make believe this ain't a movie. This that real life. This my Uzi. Taking out demons. Let's get groovy. Jesus, that's a movie. Yeah. The little mother fit him up in the case. So they know not to play with her. Where I been stepping, compare me to James Brown. Cause they know I ain't fake. Once I get back on your job, he ain't talking out with me. And now it's either way like a salad and pray up. It go well. If I ain't grab these haters, get smart to make love. The guys say we choosy. Bearing the flesh, movie is all in the details. Finna get juicy. They disciple, not bad and bougie. This ain't making me, this ain't no movie. This that real life, this ain't movie. Taking out demons, let's get groovy. Praising my Jesus, let's get groovy.
And the mouth is trash day. When I don't talk to God, it's a bad day. I heard the smoke like an ashtray. If a demon try me, that's a bad play. The last time he did it was the last day. Now I'm seeing the vision. The devil a child to me.
Very fun watch.
Are y'all ready? Y'all ready? I'm ready. I done got my vibe going. All right, cool. And did a little bit this, a little bit that. How y'all feeling tonight?
Not too bad.
Not too bad. JT, your camera ain't showing. You must be taking a shit or something. I mean, maybe taking a poo-poo or something.
No.
The camera.
I just pushed the button on accident.
Okay.
No, I just pushed the button on accident.
Okay.
No.
I told you I accidentally touched stuff earlier. That's why I thought I muted you too. And I was like, oh no, what'd I do? I went and got my bowl of ramen. Like I said, I've been home for like 10 minutes, man. Those pictures that I sent with like the things I've been doing for 3 days, like all those holes I cut, all that wire that's run in there, I fucking did and everything, man. It's been terrible.
Do you like my close-up?
It's not really been that bad. Like, so they don't have attic access a lot above a whole lot of it. So there are like these fucking tunnels that are going in between the two floors. And like in those tunnels, there are like X's that are going through the center of the tunnels for stability and stuff like that. And running wire through those fucking sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I was telling Aramis, Brody, I didn't get a chance to tell you. So this house was originally built in like 1932. It had one owner from like 1932 to like 1980. And then from like 1983, it got renovated again. And from there until like 2020, the same couple lived in the house. And then it went on the market again. This dentist just bought it, and now it's being renovated again. So a second renovation, and this house is like almost 100 years old.
Man, that's good.
We're only 3 owners, and I was like, that's crazy.
Keep it renovating. Keep on renovating.
Especially when it's a little funny because like a lot of people are like, oh yeah, it's been renovated, and it's like, what'd you do in the renovation? Because some people's definition of renovation and others don't be adding up.
Right.
So the first renovation they
it's like, no, you changed the toilet and put some paint on it. That didn't count. Like,
their first renovation, they added an entire like back section basically from the kitchen, so it's like a big ass living room.
All right. First, I'm sorry to cut you off, Richie, but I ain't got all day. I'm pretty sure we all got to get on. I'm pretty sure you could talk about all this stuff that's going on at the renovation, but let's get to business. Let's get
the brass taxes.
So where do we start? We got Super Bowl weekend. This is Super Bowl weekend. This is it for the season, the regular season. Yeah. This is it for the regular season. So, yeah, it's Super Bowl weekend. Let's get this party started. Who y'all got?
Do you guys see what DoorDash is doing?
Nope.
So DoorDash, if you're watching the game, there's going to be a moment where an ad's going to come up for DoorDash. And then you can go to your computer and put in whatever promo code they put on there. You have an opportunity to win every single item that was shown in the Super Bowl commercials. All the cars, all the food, all the everything. If there was a commercial on it, you have an opportunity to win it.
Anyway, who y'all got for the Super Bowl out of Kansas City Chiefs and the 49ers? And why?
Oh, you meant to win. My bad. I thought, like, what do you got for the Super Bowl? I was like, well, this is interesting.
Who you got?
I thought, my bad.
I know I got me, myself, and I in front of my TV, hopefully with nobody coming up. But, hey, the subjects change. So.
Yeah, I think, man, it's hard to put against Patrick Mahomes. You know what I mean? He's been there. How many chances is this now? How many times has he been there? How many trips? It's number 5 already?
No clue.
I think it's his 4th Super Bowl already. And then he's been to 6 AFC championships.
I think it's his 3. His 3rd.
He lost to Brady. He won 2. Yeah, this is his 4th one because he lost to Brady and he won 2. This is his 4th Super Bowl appearance, and I think he's been to like 6 AFC championships. So it's hard to put it against the guy. You know what I mean? So I think I'm going to go Mahomes.
No, it's not. It's not hard. It's not hard.
And also, I just want you guys to know that at the beginning of the season, I said that Kansas City was going to the Super Bowl. So go back to those videos. You can watch it because I did. And I was like, who did I pick to go to the Super Bowl? And I just kept fast forwarding until we got there. I picked Kansas City and Dallas is who I picked. But
it's not hard to pick against Pat Mahomes. I mean, if we're being honest, he ain't the reason why they're in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So it's not hard picking against him. I mean, in the big moment.
And it's not hard to pick him.
It's not hard to pick him either, not to pick him. I think it comes down to 2 people. Honestly, I think it comes down to one group of people, one group, and one person. It comes down to the running game. If they don't establish the running game, they lose this game easily.
Yeah.
Just like the first time when they first got it, when Williams ran in for the Super Bowl, broke off that big run for the first Super Bowl, in which he got robbed of the MVP because they wanted Pat Mahomes to be the poster boy of the NFL. So they didn't put Williams as Super Bowl champion, even though he should have been, because Pat Mahomes played a pretty boo-boo game that Super Bowl. But anyway, well, I digress. Jordy, who you got and why?
I'm picking 49ers. I feel like they've had the more well-rounded team. I think the Chiefs, but I've said all year when we've talked about the 49ers, like if you bottle up Christian, it looks like you have a very good chance of beating the 49ers. If you bottle up Christian. But they still come out on top in some of those games. But it's like if your chance is right there, if you don't stop Christian McCaffrey at all, they gonna beat you. That's just point blank period. Pachinko for the Chiefs kind of does the same for Christian. That Christian does for the 49ers. The only difference is Pachinko's gonna get it straight up just handoffs.
Yeah.
It's not rolling out into the flat, so catching the ball really, he getting it straight out the backfield. Christian gonna be wherever he wants.
And that Joker Pacheco, that Joker run hard. Yeah. You ain't gonna knock him down just one tackle. Like if you gonna run in there, you gonna have to run in there with some intentions, because he gonna run you over if you. That's a downhill runner. For real.
Now, and if people stop treating Travis Kelce like they used to treat Witten and just kind of forget about him, then
I don't understand how they do that. Like, I'll be watching a game and he's just wide open all of a sudden. I was like, how is he wide open? Well, are you guys that dumb?
Baltimore he caught some contested catches against Baltimore.
Yeah, against Baltimore. Yeah.
And so, and I mean,
that hit catch in the end zone was beautiful.
So, man,
but you got that Baltimore game. There were some of those times where it's like, I feel like y'all don't really understand that that's his go-to. Like, that's if they're in trouble, they go into Kelce. And there were moments where it's like, they're going to Kelce, and you still, he's by himself.
3rd and 13, where do you think they're going?
Well, go ahead.
I understand running the zone and type stuff like that, but like at the same time, someone got to look at him.
Don't get me started because my goodness. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, because that's every time you hear people talking about it, it's like, oh well, he just found the gap in the zone. It's like I don't want to give you that. Like I feel like that's a cop out thing.
Put a spot on him, like something. Having one guy like your job is to guard Kelce. That's your job today.
No. You said a guy. You need to dedicate 2. It might be like for real, and it can't be a linebacker. It needs to be one of your best cover guys. Like for real, like I'm willing to live and die and say, okay, my nickel versus, at this point, I'm willing to say my nickel and my second starter is okay lining up on everybody else, matching up against their receiving core. I'm taking my best cover guy and say, Travis Kelce, listen, you're going to have to out-bully my guy, my superstar cornerback. And you're going to have to, and plus a safety. So, good luck. We ain't running no zone. I hate zone. At this point, they need to get rid of zone. Why? I was talking to my guys at work, and we had an interesting conversation. Because we talk about, we'll get more to this a little later, but we're talking about Eli Manning. But a portion of the conversation goes to, we're talking about zone, how these guys like to run zone in the 2 minute or the last minute or the 2 minute. offense, and I just never understood why they like to run zone. Especially when these quarterbacks, they eat up zones so quick, and then before you know it, it's only like 20 seconds off the clock, and they're in prime position to kick a field goal or score a touchdown because they done got 2 chunk plays, like 30 or 40, like 20 or 30 yards. I'm like, why? These quarterbacks nowadays are so freaking good.
Like, the way I've always looked at zone is that you're trying to scheme what you're doing. So you're trying to make it look like that receiver is open when in reality he isn't. There's a defender that can get over there in time to guard him.
But zone in a 2 minute. But zone in a 2 minute at this point, when you're going against these high level quarterbacks, is ineffective. Especially
but it's also really hard to run man.
Especially you rather go man. I'd rather go man. And trust my guys.
It depends on who you got in your backfield, who you want to go man. Because secondary, not
back. You don't have the speed and stamina to guard those receivers, man. By the 4th down, your cornerback is tired.
What receiver do Kansas City got outside of the rookie Rashee Rice?
No, you're right about Kansas City. I was talking about NFL in general.
I get what you're saying. But in general,
I was talking about in general.
And how many big name receivers are a lot of these guys on a lot of these teams? There's not many game changing receivers nowadays in these games. There's a lot of fancy, nice, pretty catches, one-handed catches, but that's pretty much it. A lot of these guys go, man, we've seen it. It's been happening these past 2 years. Well, no, 3 years. Because the Bills have been poked in the behind for the umpteenth time because they try to go. They try to go.
I'll be with you.
Zone.
I would be with you
if
I felt like they were going to fix their tackling issue. Because I feel like the league wide has a tackling issue. And
but that's the rules.
When so many people break tackles or are in that man, when they break that first tackle, now you go.
Or you can go shell. Hmm? Go shell. Go man across with 2 deep safety or with 3 deep safety. That's fine.
Yeah,
but you still a man.
I enjoy running in cover 2, or like the kitchen sink, something like that, where you've got 2 safeties and a middle backer.
If you're gonna do zone, bring pressure, some type of pressure, and hope that you guys get.
Yeah.
But don't just sit back there in zone when you got this badass quarterback with he got at least 2 good guys that could break cover. If there's no pressure up front. These quarterbacks can find somebody open. Somebody. It's not too many. But yeah, man.
Are you saying that Brock Purdy's a good quarterback now?
Huh?
Are you saying Brock Purdy's a good quarterback now?
I've been saying Brock Purdy was a quarterback. Well, I've been like Brock Purdy.
When the Lions versus the 49ers, I said Brock Purdy was a better quarterback than than Jared Goff, and you flew off the handle.
I did, because he hasn't played better than Jared Goff this year. Jared Goff is at an MVP, so you can say that the same about him, but Jared Goff has been playing really, really good. It's not our fault that we got a chance to see Dan Campbell be an F-up this past during the playoffs. That's on his head coach. That's on Dan Campbell choosing to go for 4th down, and then the stupid fan base want to back his behind up off his dumb buffoonery, talking about, we've been doing that all season. It's the playoffs. It's not the damn season, not the damn regular season. It's the playoffs. It's the playoffs. It's not the damn regular season.
When it comes to the playoffs, you've been playing. I think you played 17 games with the same style. And now you want to play the best teams around the league in the playoffs and do the same stuff? Like, somebody gonna catch on.
The game is on the line. The game is online.
I thought Brock Purdy did a great job coming back in that, and he had made great passes. And
most definitely he did. He did. He really did. I ain't taking nothing from Brock Purdy.
And Detroit shit the bed the rest of the game.
They only scored 7 points. They literally only scored 7 points. And that was in the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
but no, I've been on Brock Purdy check the records. I've been on Brock Purdy since he was drafted. So, and I got video on that on my YouTube channel. So I got coverage on that. When he was before he even got, I said he gonna be the best quarterback in this year's draft. Book it. Now, anyway, with that being said, yes, I hate the zone coverage in the 2 minute, especially when you can't get pressure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But like you said, if you can't get pressure, they'll find that weak spot in the zone if there's a good quarterback, especially both those two. I think we're going to see a lot of man.
Get pressure, the man ain't going to work.
That's true too, because like we've heard all year, you can only cover man, cover man-to-man coverage for so long when the receivers will get open.
Oftentimes we've seen coverage sacks because, especially from like a team like Detroit. Mm-hmm. Detroit ain't got the best secondary, but some way, somehow they get coverage sacks because the only person they got on that doggone D-line is who? Aiden Hutchinson. And that big dog, that as good as he is, and with more experience he become a bigger and better man, game by game and year by year. But he the only one on that D line. He need help. But somehow, some way, that doggone secondary holds them joker up.
So how do you guys feel about Dan Quinn going to Washington?
We're not on all that yet. JT, we're still talking about the Super Bowl.
I didn't know that. I didn't know there was a schedule.
Last time I checked, we still talking about the Super Bowl, JT. I'm just saying, we still talking about the Super Bowl.
I thought you were talking about coverage.
I didn't hear either of y'all actually make a pick.
He said
Kansas.
He said
Kansas.
He said Kansas
Yeah.
City. Okay. I didn't say a pick, but I'm going to 49ers because I'm sticking by Brock Purdy. And I love Christian McCaffrey. He's my favorite running back right now.
Dude, he's a badass, man. Like,
I love his daddy. I loved his
His
daddy.
legs are like as big around as my chest, I feel like. Like, his legs are so huge.
I loved his daddy, like I was saying before I was truly interrupted by JT. I loved his daddy when he played for Denver because I was a big fan of Terrell Davis, the greatest running back, regardless of what anybody say, to ever play the game. In my opinion, before the 2 knee surgeries. And also, I just wonder how many times can Kyle Shanahan F up a Super Bowl? I'm just saying, he did it with Atlanta, he did it with the 49ers, and if he do it again, listen, you just need not call
first.
Like for real.
He's won 1 Super Bowl, hasn't he?
Nope. He effed up all of them. And remember,
really? Okay.
He was leading in all 3 of them, big time leading.
Yeah.
He was the offensive
the lights going out in the lights going out in that 1 Super Bowl, and you had the Ravens versus 49ers. That wasn't his fault. You can't blame him for that.
That won the Super Bowl. His first Super Bowl. That was Jim Harbaugh, John Baltimore, Jim. Yeah, that was Jim before he went to Michigan.
Oh, okay.
When he had Kaepernick and the boys, and they was running it down Baltimore throat, and all of a sudden the doggone lights cut off. You know what I'm saying?
Cut off.
And then
they said the game was over.
Yeah, that was the end of the game. The lights literally cut off.
And then all of a sudden Baltimore get this injection of energy because they had old ass Ray Lewis, old ass Terrell Suggs, and a bunch of more old ass folks on this damn defense.
Old ass Ed Reed.
Old ass Ed Reed. Like, all of a sudden they're like, oh, we can catch our breath now? Cool. And that's all I needed.
Oh, we're good after this.
They say, oh, we're going to blame on Beyonce in the doggone halftime. What?
You see Ray Lewis on 6 different phones talking to all of his kids. No, we're good. No, I'm fine. We're good.
But yeah, no, it was Kyle's first one where he was the offensive coordinator for the Falcons when Dan Quinn was the head coach.
Coordinator?
No,
head coach. Oh,
yeah, he was
head coach. You're right.
Yeah, and then he was the offensive coordinator, and then they effed up that doggone lead in Atlanta. Then Tom Brady came back.
Yeah.
Julian
the greatest
Edelman
comeback in Super Bowl history.
No. Let's not say that.
I put it in quotes. I put it in quotes.
Okay, fair enough. I'm sorry.
I think the drive, honestly, is my favorite comeback. But
what? Which one?
The Drive. Steve Young, or not Steve Young. Who was it? It was Jerry Rice, and it was the 49ers. They're in the Super Bowl. 2 minutes left. They drove down and scored a touchdown. And man, it's one of the greatest drives in all of football.
It probably was Joe Montana, honestly.
Joe Montana, yeah, it was Joe Montana. Yeah, Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, and I can't remember who the running back was at the time.
Was it Roger Craig?
Yeah, Roger Craig. Those three literally drove down the field by themselves.
So, that's good. But yeah, so I don't think you can mess up 3 times in the Super Bowl. At some point, you don't deserve to be in the Super Bowl. I'm just saying,
you can mess up 3 times in the Super Bowl because we've seen what's happened to the Bills.
I was about to say the Bills did go to 4 straight Super Bowls. They went to 4 straight Super Bowls and lost 4 straight times. Fair enough.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's possible. And do you fire that coach because he made us all 4 Super Bowls, but he lost all 4 of them? So you're like, do you fire him or do you keep him? Because
you don't fire him. You don't fire him, but you say, hey, we're going to have you in the box for the Super Bowl. We're going to let somebody else handle on the field on the Super Bowl. We're going to let you game plan and everything. Everything up to the game, we're going to put you in the box, right?
Man, that was wild.
That's funny.
Man.
That's funny.
We're going to put you right next to the owner in the owner's box. So the owner going to be like, well, I know you didn't fuck it up. It couldn't have been you. You was up here with me. So.
Oh, that's funny.
Man. But yeah, so you got JT with the Chiefs, Jordan with the 49ers, and you got I will be with the 49ers as well. It comes down.
And all of America going, who cares?
Yeah, pretty much. But at the same time, I think it comes down to the defense, because both of these defenses are really, really, really good. Really good.
Yeah. So, funny story. Tim the Tatman, and I know there's a lot of people that know who he is. You know, he's got over 1 million followers on YouTube and stuff like that. He put down a $20,000 bet.
Whoa! What? Oh, crap. All right,
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
Go ahead and finish.
So, he put down a $20,000 bet that Kansas City was going to beat the 49ers. And Dr. Disrespect, if you guys don't know who he is, he's a huge 49ers fan, also over 1 million followers on YouTube and stuff like that. They both play Call of Duty and other video games and stuff. So to piss off Tim the Tatman, Dr. Disrespect put a $30,000 bet on the 49ers to win. I was like, y'all just got money to throw away like that? That's ridiculous.
I mean, they don't think it's thrown away. They think they're going to win. So.
For real.
Right, that's a good point. Well, so Tim bet that the Ravens were going to lose, or going to be Kansas City, and he lost the $10,000. So he was like, I'm never voting against Patrick Mahomes again.
It's like, I got to get back in 2 weeks. He's like, I lost 10, so I got to bet double so that I can get it back in 2 weeks.
So when he made the bet, Kansas City was plus 100, so his payout's $40,000.
Ooh, wee.
Right now it's evened out a little bit more. I think Kansas City is still plus 40. So everyone thinks 49ers are going to win. That's the bet in Vegas.
No. Everybody just don't want Kansas City to win. That's the thing. That's more what it is. A lot of people are sick of looking at. I don't know why Taylor Swift bothered a lot of people, but whatever.
It doesn't bother me. It's just like if they're together and they're happy, like whatever. I don't give a shit. Right. I don't like that the NFL has to pay for every single touchdown. Like, I think that's dumb, but
because they're like.
Yeah, I think some of it was the influx of like Taylor fans coming through, and it's like, no, it's fine. You can feel free to be here. Yeah, Taylor's here. You can be here. But then when they started saying, and it's like, yeah, but they're only relevant because of Taylor. It's like, oh wait, hold on, now you're shifting that a little too far for me. And then you're like, oh yeah, she should get a ring. And I'm like, what do you mean she should get a ring? Like there's Taylor Swift fans actually advocating for her to get a ring if they win the Super Bowl.
What?
You just ignore those people, you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, for a lot of Kansas fans, I'm sure they are mad about that.
I know there were some Swifties that were like, Travis Kelce should trade his number to 13 because it's her lucky number. I was like, can't. It's a quarterback number. Yeah, I was like, it's a quarterback, and people are trying to explain it to the Swifties. It's like this long thread because they're not getting it.
That's so stupid.
He's like, hey, Patrick, I'm gonna play quarterback this game.
Patrick, just sit down. I got it.
Well, all right, JT. What other news do you want to break before I break some more news?
Well, I want to talk about. I know Brody's a big fan of Dallas. So Dan Quinn, the defensive coordinator, going to Washington. I just want to know how he felt about it.
Before you break that, because his replacement just got hired not too long ago. Mike Zimmer is.
Who is it?
Mike Zimmer.
Okay, that's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Not bad choice.
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it should be good. Should be almost the same defense.
I think they're gonna do more four down linemen. I think they do more 4 down linemen. I think it's more 4-3 than a 3-4.
Yeah.
Well, me and Aaron's kind of talked about this. My main critique for our defense was how predictable it is. Like, even if you don't like someone, like Aramis doesn't, or if you want to say, oh, they're the shell, I like the Cowboys 90% of the time, they're running man. And you know they're running man. Like, so you can game plan against that. Or you can game plan with that, knowing that, hey, most of the time when the chips are down, they're going to go man. And there's no disguise or anything in the defense or anything like that. So that was my issue with our defense is like the reason our game, I don't think any Cowboys games as of late has looked spectacular or anything. None of them look like, even when they're like, hey, yeah, they went up 30 on somebody. I was like, nothing they did look spectacular because you can look at the games and it looks plain. Like the offense looked plain, the defense looked plain. You know what's coming. You know what they're about to do. There's yeah, and I'm not even talking about trick plays, which don't work for the Cowboys. Every time.
I'm talking about like no disguise. I'm sorry, trick was the wrong word. There's no disguising anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I like the fact that we can go in with a boring style and still win. That's always good because it does mean you straight up have a better team. Like if you can go through and have a boring game plan where they know what's about to happen and still win, then that means you have a better team than the other team.
So did you like the offense better previously with I forgot his name, the old OC? Yeah, with Kellen Moore, was more explosive. There were more disguises with the offense and stuff like that. Or do you feel it's better now?
I don't think we were
more simplified.
I don't think they were more explosive with Kellen Moore. I think Kellen, all he did was he had a couple more trick plays. And I've already said, trick plays don't work for the Cowboys. That's not because a play action, like a play action is not a trick play to me. But like the end around reverses, the double pitchbacks and stuff, I'm like, it don't work.
The end arounds will work pretty well this year. Going to Turpin and going to CeeDee Lamb. I didn't see a lot of those get tackled for losses or anything like that.
You saw 3, and they went to 3 yards each. Like they don't do that often.
I thought Turpin broke one out for like 35 yards, 45 yards. But you're right. It was very few and far between.
It's just not something that's in their game plan, which is fine. I'm not even really critiquing the offense for that. My critique for the offense, me and Aramis talked about that, and that video literally got put up today. Critique for the offense is understanding that you're all good and like actually play to that level. Like you don't have to force anything, play your game, and you're fine. Critique for the defense is you're showing your defense, and you're not like they can read you from the huddle. Like so, it's like a good quarterback is gonna see what you're gonna do, and they're gonna chop you up, and you're hoping well, Michael will be a difference maker. You know, he can do something spectacular. It's like, no, they put 2 people on him. They put a tackle and a freaking running back on him. He can't do much more after that. So you need to be able to disguise your defense, and I don't think they were really doing that. So if Mike comes in and says, hey, we're going to run zone more so that y'all know what the fuck you're doing, and I don't have to say, hey, you go pick a guy like we're playing in fucking high school or we're playing in the backyard, and he's like, nah, I got Tom. It's like, no, like, actually know what you're doing and be able to play a zone, a shell, a fucking man-to-man, whatever you want, a 3-2, whatever you got, you should be able to play. You're in the fucking NFL. And right now, it was like, we're going to run man because we feel like we're more athletic than you, which with how many turnovers that Diggs and Bland and Stephon Gilmore were getting, I think people were ignoring the fact that it looks obvious. And they're like, hey, well, no, it can be obvious as long as they beat their man. I was like, I understand that. But when they don't beat their man, and it's because you knew exactly what was happening, the longer you play in the game, the more you're hoping for, oh, well, maybe they'll get something going. Maybe they'll figure it out. And it's like, well, that's why you get into the third quarter and you're down 20 points, and all of a sudden we look real good. And it's like, well, yeah, y'all took 3 quarters to figure it out. It's like, the other team figured you out in the first. It's just
like what happened against Green Bay, basically.
Right. It's like the other team knew what you were going to do 3 weeks ago. So literally they were just waiting to see who we was going to play. And they knew what you was going to do. And it was like, nah, they came in, they changed their game plan, they did all types of different shit. And then you were like, you folded. Because you were like, well, we're going to do what we normally do. And we got to beat them that way. And it's like, well, it's playoff time. Figure it the fuck out.
So do you think Dan's going to do good in Washington?
I think Dan will probably do good wherever he's at. I think he's a good defensive coordinator. Now, the difference is going to be whether Washington has been a problem in Washington. I don't know what the fuck their problem is.
Look! Yes!
I don't know what
that is it, Jordan.
That
is it. No.
They can't win away.
They can't win. The whole organization has been a shit show underneath Dan Snyder. That is the big issue.
Well, they got new ownership.
But it still come on, you gotta realize something. JT, you should know this by now. It takes time. You can't just turn this thing around overnight. You talking about the owner. It was shitty from the owners. You remember when poop pipe? You brought it up the last time. You remember when the railing fell on Jalen Hurts, and then the poop pipes were bursting on people, and all this other the hot water. I think Jordan brought it up too. When one of y'all brought it up about the hot water. It was cold water. They had to take cold showers. They had to take cold showers after the game for people. Listen, that's a whole culture change. That's what they need. A whole culture change from top to bottom. So just because you get a new owner and they got a great owner, because anybody that got Magic Johnson in that joker, they are known to win championships, might I add. Let's be realistic. He got.
What were we just talking about before we started recording, or right when you started recording renovations?
Listen,
don't just say you renovated. What did you actually do?
Exactly.
Right.
So they got it.
Don't just slap a coat of paint on it and say you renovated this house.
Hey, I'm reading the college town. I know what they doing.
Like, for real. Like, seriously. Now, will they be good this year? Well, let's see what they do in the offseason. Let's see who they bring in. Do I think...
I'm very interested to see who they draft.
They're going to draft the quarterback.
They were getting rid of people mid-season.
Yeah, because remember...
Just letting people go. They're like, you can leave.
Well, to be fair...
There are 2 edge rushers. There are 2 starting edge rushers I believe they got rid of.
To be fair,
Sweat and...
Young, Chase Young. Oh, bust ass. Big and slow and just lazy. I said slow, but he just lazy. He don't give maximum effort. And he injury prone. I said that joker right there, he just lazy, big, lazy, good for nothing. That's what he. I was so happy they got rid of his big old sorry ass. I ain't gonna lie to you. He one of those people that makes me mad. It's like, how you gonna be that big and that talented and just soft and just sorry? Oh, he good.
I really want to know how large this guy is because he said big like 5 times. So I really want. He kept emphasizing his size. So I really want to know how large this man is.
He's a big kid. Trust me, he's a big kid. Chase Young is big.
Not one of them like fat big kids.
Like, yeah.
Like he's a big dude.
Yeah, that's
funny.
It's not like Washington had no talent, but as a Cowboys fan, I still wasn't worried about seeing you twice a year.
He is 6'4", 240, 265.
Big dude.
That's a big dude. And that joker ain't little. That joker stout. Man, that joker ain't got a belly. That joker big guy. But anyway.
I have noticed that transformation of defensive linemen. They've started to get like less fat and more just jacked and big and just fucking big ass broad shoulders and shit. And then offensive linemen. I don't know why offensive linemen are still fat. I haven't figured that out yet.
But yeah,
because they're building a wall instead of running through one.
That's a good one.
That's a good point, Brody. That's a good point.
But yeah, that joker right there, they got a whole they got a renovation. They got to establish a culture. Man,
from top to bottom, just like you were saying, from top to bottom.
Like for real. My sergeant is a huge fan. He's a Washington. He's born and raised in the area, and he's excited. And I say you should be. Yeah, what's called is like he's not the initial guy that you wanted. Dan Campbell. That's Dan Campbell. Lord, what's his name is?
Dan Quinn.
Dan Quinn. But at the same time, he did take a busted, sorry ass, and disgusted ass Atlanta team to the Super Bowl. Though they did lose. And he also built one of the greatest defenses we've ever seen in the last 20 years. 20 or 30 years, you have to be realistic, in Legion of Boom. With the shell cover, with those, if he could get a culture like that, like he had in Seattle, oh man, Dallas will be in trouble. Giants definitely will be in trouble. The Eagles might just tail out.
Either way.
I don't know what the Giants are doing, but they got to do something. But I do like their Italian quarterback. I can't remember what his name is right now.
DeVito.
Yeah, DeVito. I think he brought a lot of.
Don't get lost in that sauce, boy. Get out of here.
Well, no, I was just saying he brought a lot of drama to New York, and it was funny. You know, like the storylines were funny, and I thought it was entertaining. You know what I mean? He wasn't bad either. For a third string quarterback, he played pretty decent.
He did. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, he did.
I mean, it's not who you essentially would want to actually be leading your team all year, but yeah.
Right.
Most definitely. Well, in other news, the Steelers is firing everybody on their coaching staff. That is interesting. Yeah, like for it, like I'm not bullshitting you.
I was waiting for more.
Like for real, they cleaned house. They done fired several offensive assistants. They got a new offensive coordinator, Artie Smith, Atlanta old head coach, Artie Smith. So I mean, they don't let go a lot of folks. Some defensive coaches. I mean, they said
it's Mike's last year, maybe.
Yeah, but they said they're gonna work on him, get him an extension this offseason. So
I haven't seen that much.
Yeah, they said that they're also Art Rooney, is it Art? Yeah, Art came out and he said, listen, I ain't trying to he said, I'm sick of just making it to the playoffs. I'm trying to get to the playoffs and win. Like, so they're looking to make a huge splash. Don't be surprised if the Steelers try to trade up and get one of these these top 3 quarterbacks. A lot of surprise, or Justin Fields, or Kirk Cousins, or even Russell Wilson. Don't be surprised.
You think that they go after Marvin Harrison Jr. at all? Because he's in the draft this year. Marvin Harrison Jr., he's in the draft this year.
Yeah, I know that, but what they got to do with the Steelers and the quarterback, though?
I was saying, I was just saying, do you think they take him instead of a quarterback?
Who, the Steelers? The Steelers don't need no receivers. They got receivers. They got receivers. They need a quarterback.
Number one right now is that quarterback.
Yeah, quarterback and offensive line. That's what they need. And secondary. That's what those are the three key positions. They need another cornerback, maybe slash safety, and they need a freaking quarterback for real. Because they got the talent to win now and challenge the Buffaloes and the Kansas Cities and Baltimore. We know what they can. You know, Baltimore suck against. Not that they suck against Pittsburgh, but they have a hard time beating Pittsburgh. So, I watch our words carefully when it comes down to division, opponents, because we know how those games go.
Yeah, they be a toss-up.
So, where do you guys think Bill's going to end up? Or do you think he's going to retire?
Who?
Bill. Belichick?
No, that joke said he wanted to continue to coach. Yeah,
so do you think
he gonna take a year off?
Do you think he'd take a DC job?
Take a year off. Just take a year off.
You don't think he'd take a DC job?
Nope. Take a year off. Enjoy his life. So either. No. Why would you? I won 7 Super Bowls. I mean 6 Super Bowls. Why would I take a DC job?
You've been mediocre the past 4 years?
3? 3.
3?
Because since they
you've been mediocre the past 3 years.
But that's 3 out of 23 though. 3 out of 23.
With the way the NFL shuffle coaches like that anyway, he can take a year off.
Yeah, exactly. And be fine.
There's nothing telling him he has to stay in the game for people to still look at him. Like,
you think he go to college at all?
Hell no. Why? What the hell are you smoke? Why are you asking these crazy ass questions?
Questions to keep the narrative going, man.
Why the hell you keep asking these crazy ass questions about Belichick? Like, for real, come on, man. Why are you asking these questions? Hell no. They got a coach. Coach from Washington, Kalen DeBoer.
Yeah.
Why the hell would he go to coach? Coach college. Yeah, why? No. Hell no. You quit talking about JT. You don't ask. See, that's why I be talking about. That's why I be talking about JT. You crazy. You keep saying these off the wall, outside, like talking out the side of your neck. These crazy ass questions you be on. See, tell you, I'm watching my tongue, cause for real, yes, you. Wait till we got this damn thing.
As a Christian, you got so much anger as a Christian.
No, I don't. You just be talking about the side of your neck.
You know what?
He gonna say buffoonery again.
Try not to.
He might curse at me one time.
He'll apologize right after it, but
listen here. Then he'll be like, hang on, I'm getting loud. Hang on, let me come down a little bit. All right, listen here.
That's crazy. Man, no, it's been an interesting offseason. I can't wait till the offseason actually pick up. CJ Stroud just won Player of the Offensive Rookie of the Year. There you go. Damn.
He should have. Yeah, he should have.
Yeah. Booyah. He should. Yeah, he should.
I think it's between him and the receiver from the Chargers, Njoku or
Nakua.
Nakua. Yeah, Nakua.
And it wasn't from the Chargers, from the Rams. The wrong LA team.
Rams.
Wrong LA team.
I literally think it was only between those two. I can't even think of another rookie that really was anywhere close to those two guys.
Well, I can't wait till this crap is over and we can get into the movement and the free agency, and they can finally finalize the free agency list so we can go through that crap. And I love the draft. You know me, I'm a big off-season guy. I love it. I love it. So, but whew.
Anyone got anything else? You have football news?
I had something.
Oh, well, what's the new merger of the XFL and the AFL? What's it called?
The
UFL.
UFL.
Yeah, USFL.
No. That's not it. That's the other league.
Oh yeah, that's the.
There was the other league. It's the UFL.
UFL. Is that starting this year?
March.
Yeah,
March. Mm-hmm. So are we excited for that? Are we going to watch that? Are we going to talk about it?
Yeah, we will.
Well, me and Amos watched it last year. So
your ass, JT, you did not watch it. We went to the game.
One game. I think I watched one game.
We went to a game in which you was invited to, and you didn't go, and we still watched it all.
And like, what left after that final drive because they're like, oh, this is over.
Oh yeah, when old boy threw that freaking pick, and they traded his ass, and they said, "Yeah, we gotta get a quarterback in here," and they ended up winning the doggone championship.
Yeah, traded them. Was like, oh well, you know you was the problem, man. They went on to get the championship. You know you was the problem.
Oh wait, I did have one more. So Baker Mayfield doesn't have a contract for next year. Do you think he's going?
Man, we gonna talk about all that after today. After Sunday, because
tomorrow?
After Sunday, we're gonna get into
it.
Sunday, okay. Because that's when we'll see who all is really gonna be available for the free agency. So, and
but he won like MVP of the Pro Bowl.
You said
he won like MVP of the Pro Bowl or something like that.
He looked good. Becker had a great year this year.
Yeah, he looked good on the Pro Bowl.
He had a shit about the Pro Bowl.
Yeah,
it was funny. I watched it. I was laughing so hard throughout the majority of it.
I don't think
Jason Kelce did not take it seriously in any way, shape, or form.
I never watched the Pro Bowl. Now that I think about it,
you never watched the Pro Bowl? They're funny.
I don't think so.
The skill competitions are really good too.
Nah.
Dude, so Jalen Hurts gets up for the quarterback skills competition, and all you hear is boo. I was like, damn.
Clips from him, like I know they. Yeah, I've seen clips from him, and I understand other people being like, yeah, so let's get the chance to see Jalen throw it to Puka for some reason, and you care. Like I don't.
So I don't care about the game. That's not. I care about the skill competitions and the pregame, like the tug of war and stuff like that. The games before, I don't give a shit about the AFC versus NFC.
Yeah, but I also used to have field day back in fucking elementary school. I cared about field day.
There's a child abduction in Houston, Texas.
I can't help it. And I wasn't.
My phone was turning sideways, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like watching field day to me. Like I don't care. Like,
yeah.
I got a question for y'all.
What's up?
Who has the? Philadelphia gonna be playing in Brazil. Oh shoot!
That's your Amber Alert.
Soon, man, that's crazy. Anyway, that's funny. The Eagles, man, I hate Amber Alerts. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It's crazy.
I found out recently that there's a clear alert. Like, it literally says clear, and it's for people that are missing between the ages of 18 and 65. Never knew about that in my entire life until literally like 5 days ago.
Yeah, 65 or older is a silver.
Yeah, but so when I read those clear alerts, and it was like, clear alert, I was like, oh, the alert must be cleared. Just kept driving. Didn't give a shit.
Fucking stupid. Goddamn stupid.
What?
God damn it. Oh, man. I gotta go back to college. I need smarter friends.
The Eagles gonna be
clear. Why would it go to your phone to tell you like I'm not on it. I'm not dealing with this.
The Eagles are supposed to be playing in Brazil this year.
That's interesting.
How do y'all feel? Okay, so going back to the whole Dan Quinn thing, the whole Dan Quinn situation. So did you hear his comments on his press conference? Probably not. But he said somebody asked him like, "What do you like about his team? About this team?" He said, "We got some good D tackles." And he said he liked the defense, the D tackles, and he like, that is such bull crap. How the hell did he win Defensive Player of the Year?
You worked for it.
It's Micah,
No, he
isn't
did
it?
not.
It's Micah, isn't it?
Hell no.
Oh, who was it? Who was it?
Miles Garrett, oh bullshit. I knew we talked about this crap. How the hell did he do this? They wanted this man to win the damn thing so quick. They wanted him to win this doggone championship so
I feel like
bad.
if it had been any other team, he wouldn't be so mad.
Like for real.
Because he's a Bengal.
Miles Garrett TJ Watt deserves this doggone. I hate that.
I wish he wouldn't have got hurt.
This
I feel
is
like if
the
TJ wouldn't have got hurt,
This
he
is
would have
the
got washed
second.
up.
That has nothing to do with the damn regular season though. But this is the second time
okay.
he's been cheated out of Defensive Player of the Year. And the NFL are some hoes. They bullshitters. They hoes for this. They cheated my boy out of 2. He should have been a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year winner. But they gave it to Myles Garrett because they wanted Myles Garrett old ass on that beat up ass, sorry ass, stinking ass, ugly brown color wearing ass Browns team to win something. God doggone it. Oh. Anyway, Dan Quinn said
I thought he played good this year too.
he did play good, but not better than TJ.
Can you pull up the numbers?
You look up the numbers.
You look at the numbers.
I already did look up the numbers. Side by side, too. I am not. If you want to know so bad, you look him up. God doggone.
Yeah, no, it's a webtoon. Hang on, I don't want to lose my webtoon that I'm reading.
Anyway, he said the only thing he liked about this team is that they got a good receiver and they got good receivers and they got a good D tackles. That's it. The only 2 things he liked about this team. He said they got good receivers and good D tackles.
So TJ Watt had 19 sacks. TJ Watt had 19 sacks while Myles Garrett had 14. TJ Watt had 6 batted passes while Myles Garrett only had 3. TJ Watt had 37 tackles compared to Myles Garrett's 23. And then TJ Watt only missed 11.1% of his tackles while Myles Garrett missed 17.6% of his tackles. So if the numbers are right, TJ Watt beat him out of the water. So as I agree with you now, TJ definitely should have won.
Told you NFL some hoes.
Yeah, dude, he got hoed pretty bad if you look at those numbers. He got hoed pretty bad.
Anyway. I'm through. I got nothing to talk about.
I mean, you already know defensive awards are about who do they think sparkle.
Hey, don't diminish the sparkle.
I'm not. I'm saying that's who they thought sparkle. They didn't give a fuck about no stats on them.
It should be a stats thing though, because if you're gonna be the best player on defense, you need to have the best stats.
That's true. I got one last question for y'all. Is Eli Manning a Hall of Famer?
Yes.
Why?
He won 2 Super Bowls.
You know what I mean? Sorry, washed up ass quarterbacks who won 2 Super Bowls.
Name me 5. Yeah, I was saying name me. I said name me 5.
2 quarterbacks that wasn't good. You know, quarterbacks. So many. That's
Give
not 2, but they won Super Bowls.
Give me 3. Give me 3 off the top of your head. Name 3 quarterbacks who have won 2 Super Bowls off the top of your head. That is trash. Exactly.
Should have said Eli first.
Against Tom Brady. He won them both against Tom Brady.
I think that's the only reason why he get in, because he won against Tom Brady.
Well, he won 2. Even if he won 2 against fucking his brother Peyton or against Aaron Rodgers, he won 2.
That don't mean nothing. You know how many sorry quarterbacks that win Super Bowls?
Name 3.
Sorry quarterbacks that win Super Bowl. You got Trent Dilfer won Super Bowl. Rich Gannon. I said just 1 Super Bowls. I ain't say 2.
Okay, if he would have won only 1, there's no way he's going to the Super Bowl. Or no way he's going to the Hall of Fame. But the fact that he won 2, both against Tom Brady, he's going to the Hall of Fame.
Eli, it's supposed to be over your body of work, not what you do in the playoffs. I mean, but whatever. I mean, the dude finished like 125 to 125. Eli was boo boo in the regular season, and he gets But I digress. I don't think he's a Super Bowl. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer, but they're sticking to
I agree with you. You look at his numbers
for years to me, so like it's literally, it's not just who's played good; it's who they like.
Yeah, at this point, yeah.
You play okay, and then I like you, so you Hall of Fame caliber.
There's also no way he's getting in before his brother. Peyton's definitely getting in before him.
But Peyton already in.
Oh, he's already in? I didn't know he was in already.
Peyton,
yeah. Well, arguably, he's the greatest regular season quarterback of all time.
Who?
Peyton.
Peyton, great quarterback in general.
Yeah, but I was saying greatest regular season quarterback of all time.
He's great quarterback in general.
Dude, I watched all those games when I was a kid with Peyton. I love Peyton Manning. Dude, playoffs, he's a lot like Dak. He kind of crumbles a little bit. What, bro, did you watch a lot of those games back in the day?
Nope.
The Rock just slapped Cody Rhodes.
Who?
The Rock just slapped Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. I mean, who hasn't?
A lot of people.
I know, that's just so random.
I'm saying most people haven't slapped Cody Rhodes.
I mean, I saw something on YouTube that was like The Rock was talking to his cousin. Damn, what's the
Roman?
Huh?
Roman?
Yeah, I was talking. They were like in each other's faces and stuff, and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna watch that.
The Rock kind of shoved Cody to the side and another WrestleMania match.
It might turn out to be like a 3-way or something like that.
I don't want that either. Rock, take your ass home.
Rock on his last
wants to see a threesome between 3 guys. Why Brody doesn't? You know?
It's literally they're trying to make him out to like come back on some like Undertaker shit. And it's like, I don't need to see you once a year. Like, it's fine.
No, I think he's on his last legs. That's why he come back, you know.
Well, I know a lot of people don't like him right now because of
Cody Rhodes situation. They want Cody Rhodes to
finish
the story. Nobody want him to finish the story because he's doing his dad's storyline and all this other crap.
Yeah.
Nobody care. Well, not nobody care because a lot of people apparently care about it. So, but I mean, whatever.
Well, it's come out recently also that like The Rock pushed a lot of people out of Hollywood and stuff like that. And like,
I don't care about that. We don't care about that. We wrestling fans. Well, I said we, me and Jordy is. We wrestling fans. You, we don't know what the hell you are, but yeah, we wrestling fans. I'm through. I'm about to end this podcast because we ain't got nothing else to talk about. We mentioned off.
Wrestling a million times more than real wrestling.
I didn't. You guys are both talking over each other. I got nothing.
Got you.
And all you need to know is we don't give a fuck.
We don't give. All right.
I did find out recently that my boss, he was a wrestler here in Texas. His name was Frankie the Flying Asshole. He wrestled for 6 years on the circuit. I'm dead serious, bro. He would show me videos and it was the funniest shit. Frankie the Flying Asshole.
Jordan, what's the fun fact of the day, of the week?
I didn't know we were doing that.
I don't know. I'm just saying. Just give us something before we end this night.
Kind of put me on the spot there.
I know. I know. I wanted to put you on the spot.
It's very hard for me because all I do is work and go home. So,
fun fact of the week.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh man, so. Everyone knows that George Washington went across the Delaware River, right? On Christmas Day. Do you also know?
Said who?
George Washington crossed the Delaware River.
Jordan. I was going to say, I thought you
Nope. Yeah, Geordie Washington. God, I just pictured Brody in a wig.
You will never catch me in a river.
Powdered wig. In that colonial outfit.
Hey, Jordan.
That you need a boat to be in? Oh, no.
Jordan, that goes back to...
In the winter, when it's cold? Oh, no.
Hey, Jordan. That goes back to your worst nightmare. An Asian girl doing anime. You been in the wig. You go ahead and dress up in cosplay and get that girl, boy. You gotta get that girl.
George Washington. Don't judge me.
We're going anime style. George Washington, girl, come get this.
I'm good. I don't need that. I don't need that imagery.
All right, with that
Growing
being
a
said,
powdered wig would be so funny.
with that being said, we're going to end this. Y'all have a good night. Till next time. Peace.